Craig, JD and Mike.
Mike's finally got the parts in. We're going to head over to his now in the 335D and we're going to give him a hand getting the old calipers off, putting the new calipers on and seeing if we can get the car going. Last time we got the car out of hibernation, took it all the way up to his workshop in Staines, got it on the ramp, stripped all 4 brakes round, rebuilt all of the calipers, changed all the brakes and the pads, changed the brake pad wear sensors, but it went wrong on the way home. So now today, we're gonna get over to Mike's, we're gonna get out the new parts that he's got, and we're gonna get the car fixed and back on the road once and for all.
Fingers crossed.
Step 1, we need to strip the caliper down. We're going to give it a good clean and mask out all the new seals, etc. so we don't get paint on them, and then we're going to paint it.
So whilst Mike is having a paint of the calipers, we're going to have a little butcher's around his workshop. He is a very clever man, but it's nice to see how the man unwinds very complex puzzles.
Quick sneak look at another car that's going to be on the channel at some point, maybe in 20 years.
I think I've added 10 already.
Mike has done a fantastic job painting. Looks great. How long will that take to set now, Mike?
I reckon it's 48 hours. I'll come out and have a look at it in a couple of hours and just make sure it's alright and see if there's anything I've missed. But yeah, I guess one caliper.
Nice and dry, Mike?
Nice and dry.
You pleased?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it on the car.
Got to pull the tape off. Get rid of all the tape, put the rubbers back in it, put it on the car. I didn't do the other side, no one's going to see it.
No one's going to see it. Don't tell anyone.
It's not like it's a special car anyway. Okay, so we're on the drive today. Normally I'd love to do this at the workshop on the proper ramp, but once it had all cooled down, that caliper is stuck pretty badly. It is pig rotten. It's been down the side of the house again for another 150 days because the caliper was on back order. Luckily, the one that came off back order first was the one we actually needed, but I am going to do the other side at some point. We're just waiting for the caliper. Too lazy to go and get a screwdriver. Swap bits over.
So what's next?
I'm just going to put these new rubbers. I mean, this one did come with new rubbers. I just prefer these AET ones into the new caliper. They're where the slider pins go in, and these seem a bit more of a snug fit than the ones that come out. I've already ruined the jumper that Mum told me to cover up.
I know. Before we got here, Mike's mum, Mandy, said to him, Michael, before you start working on the car, take that lovely jumper off that I've just bought you and go get a coat on. Mike just looked at him. All right, Mum. I won't get too dirty. And look, it's dirty already.
38 years old.
Still lives at home.
Right, we're ready. I've already cracked this off. The reason for this bucket is I don't like crushing brake hoses. A lot of people will tell you to crush them with a tool to stop fluid coming out. That's not for me. So we just have a little bit of fluid going straight on with the new one. Easy as that, just needs re-bleeding. Right, make sure this isn't twisted. Well, that's bad news. There you go, no twist in the brake line. And the new one's on, just got to bolt the sliders in. Oops, that's all over the drive. Double popular now.
So not only has Mike got his jumper all dirty that his mum told him not to do, he's also got brake fluid all over the drive, which his mum also told him not to do. So what are you trying to do here, Craig?
Connect the laptop to the car. I keep getting an issue saying the VIN is faulty, which means the laptop can't physically connect to it. And I don't know why that is. So I'm going to try the official BMW tool and see what that does.
Why do you need to connect to the car?
Because what we're going to be doing is putting the CIC, which is the later BMW screen and stereo, into this car. But because it's an M5, you can't just shove it in, because what we need to do is make sure we code in all the M5 specific stuff, like the M menu. So what I need to do is take a reading of the existing one. So we've got the original backup file for the old CCC system in the car. Then install the new one, take a reading off of that one, so I can write a file for it. And I've got a copy of my M3 one as well, which has a CIC system as standard, and obviously that being an M car, it's got the M menu. So between all three files, I should be able to sit down and write one which will work for this M5 that we can beam on the car. But as usual, we can't get the car to connect to the laptop, so even the official BMW tool won't do it. So something's wrong, I'm not quite sure what that is.
So what are you doing now, Craig? What's the troubleshoot?
We've got to download this thing called an SP data. It basically tells the computer how to read the files that are on Mike's car. I thought I already had them because I've already done coding on this car for Mike, but I was wrong. These two are from the three.
How do I know Craig's been in my car?
Because there's chocolate wrappers.
Peckish, mate.
Hang on, hang on. Evidence is this side as well, mate.
Oh!
Looks like it was a twin pack.
I'll let Craig drive it.
You actually haven't yet. Right, here we go. So now I've just got to extract all the files. It's going to take a few minutes to extract these files because there is so many of them. And then we've got to install the files, which will take seconds. And then we can try and connect to the car again.
Let's try again.
Yes, 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 we're in. We are in, lovely, right, okay. That's all we need to do is update that. Okay, on to the next issue. So this is what we had on the M3, we fit CarPlay to that, and it's because we had that shonky box on it, but this is standard, it doesn't even have an immobilizer.
Okay, so it's not working. Not sure what's going on, but Craig can't get it to connect. So we're going to head home, head back to ours, do a bit of research, and then Mike's going to come over tomorrow, and we're going to have a go around 2.
The next day, it's lovely and sunny. I spent a few hours last night finding some new updated SP Dartons. Mike is back with the beautiful M5. So we're going to plug the laptop in, see if it works, and if it doesn't, then I'm not sure what to try next, but let's have a go. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, it's got the same SP Darton issue we had on the other one. I did this last night though. 0 files updated.
We're both going to need to learn German to fix this car.
Right, so we've just done some research online, and although I'm pretty confident my settings are correct, I need to just double check the USB cables on COM port 1, which we can see here it is. The other thing it said to check was the latency timer was set to 1 millisecond. No, I've used this before, but interesting enough, it's set to 16, which I think is the default. So we'll change that back. I don't think it's going to make a difference because I've had this laptop working with the M3, but I think it's worth a go. So it connects the car. We've got this far before. CAPPL, change the job to lesson. Right, does it actually work? That's actually pulled the file. It's double check, was a trace file. 11 kilobytes, looks about right. There we go. Oh, there we are. It was literally just that one simple thing.
Lovely.
Right, okay, cool. Let's crack on with the coding for this then. And then we will see where we get to. Right, so this is what the old style looks like. You can see quite a low res screen, which is a shame for a car of this stature. So quite slow to react as well.
So the CCC screen uses this type of connector, and I cut this one out the breaker. We need to use that one on the CIC. Now it looks like the wiring colours are exactly the same, and apparently we can de-pin both of these connectors and use the pins from this one in this new type connector. But I cut this one off with a bit of slack just in case we can't do that and we need to join the wires. I just need to look at a diagram I found online and just make sure that the right colour goes in with the right colour. Basically there isn't any mismatching, but knowing BMW, they're pretty good at stuff like that, so I reckon this should be a fairly easy task.
Hopefully. Ta-da! So we've got, we installed the stereo and everything in the car, turned it all on and we had no sound. The electric seats didn't work. What else didn't work? The key?
Well, the key worked in the ignition, but it wouldn't remote lock.
Yeah, it wouldn't remote lock. So what we've done is we've simply just gone onto the software, told the car that it should have CIC from standard in the vehicle order, and then just default coded the entire car. When we go into settings, we miraculously have the M drive with all of the M stuff. So it's as if this M5 came with that from factory. So just going through the settings, it's appeared there. We've got the surround sound system. So it looks like we've managed to, by what feels like literally guesswork,
Yeah.
managed to code this CIC into the car as if it had it from factory. So happy days. Today is another day and another Mr. 12 volt box. This time we're gonna get it in the M5, hopefully get this project finished for once and for all.
We're just going to do a dry run. Craig's going to plug the main connector into the back of the stereo. And we're going to see what happens when we power it up before we put the entire car back together and find out we've done a whoopsie. People say messing about with engines is hard work. This is very hard work. And much more delicate.
All right, give it a try. First run. Right, CD DVD. Press CD-ROM 1. Ta-da!
Hey!
Sick.
Connecting CarPlay, here we go.
Okay.
Drum roll please. Ta-da!
Oh, sick. See all my bad taste in music now.
There we go, one CarPlay install into an E61 M5. Happy, Mike?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, definitely. It's just learning how to use it.
Cool. Let's get the rest of the car put back together, as it's a bit of a state, as you can see. And then hopefully we'll do a final test at the end.
I've tidied loads up behind the ashtray. I'm going to try plugging this up, and I think it's just going to be a job of sort of usher the wires into position as it goes back. A little bit worried about this screen cable. Could do with being even just 2 inches longer, but we'll
That's
see.
what all the girls say about you, Mike, don't they?
Don't even get that far. That's what they would say if they got that far.
Oh, bless him. He's feeling a bit left out because we're outside today.
Right, we got all that in, apart from the trim that goes across the front, obviously. Play with the roof lining again, get this microphone cable in. See how this goes. It's a bit of an excessive bolt.
That's connected. So, now you can put your door trim back in. Sick.
Lovely.
Right, so I'm
Oh.
gonna sit where JD is,
Perfect.
get the rest of that put back together, I'll put the glove box on, and with that.
Right, the big trim can finally go back in. I've actually been, since we did the CIC installation, I've actually been driving with this semi pushed in.
Cracking job, guys. He's done a cracking job there.
Last few bits to go in, kick plate, glove box, then a bit of carpet trim which goes there. We've just tested it, it still works. If you have a look down here, you can see where we once had a CD changer. We've now nicely got the Mr. 12 volt box sitting as well, so nice and accessible if we ever need to do any software updates or anything. But let's get the rest of this all put back together. We can call this car done.
Oh dear, that was an accident.
But so you know, right, we live here. We've lived here for like 3 years. And this happens 4 times a day
Yeah, this is
because someone won't give someone half a car length space. Now this man's crashed his car because he was too proud to give up half a second to continue his journey. We are done. Car's all lovely and back together. The CarPlay works as if it's OEM. Mike's just going to give it a little test for us.
I'm actually really happy with that. Look at that.
Right, the one thing you haven't done is test the microphone. So go and give me a ring. Yo.
Yo, you alright?
Yeah, that looks perfect.
Good.
Another successful CarPlay install.
I'm really happy with that. I guess the only thing left to do is take it for a spin. Little seat cuddle.
Just get us on a track day, shouldn't we?
Can't afford the fuel bill.
It does actually sound a bit F1-y, doesn't it? Listen.
I love this thing.
Like, I genuinely was thinking about it this morning. I was thinking, what else is a estate car that I think is better than this? I can't think of one.
People say, obviously it's the age of RS6 versus
Yeah,
M5.
yeah.
Just, admittedly not for very long, but I have driven a couple of RS6s and they just don't have, there's something missing. They're really fast. I guess the only way I can describe it is it feels like you're driving it for a PlayStation controller.
Right.
Okay.
Whereas this is like, you can feel everything that's happening underneath you.
It's raw.
The steering is super positive.
Yeah.
Sort of same age versus same age. The RS6 is actually quicker than this.
Right.
But it just, I don't know, they just don't have that driver experience that this seems to have. This is a gentleman's like hooligan car. Whereas
That's exactly what we are.
yeah,
Gentlemen hooligans.
where the RS6 is like phenomenal car, phenomenally capable, but it just misses that. I guess you feel like you're telling the car what to do and the car's doing it, where this, I'm driving this.
Yeah.
This will kill me if I misbehave.
I like that as a summary. This is the best estate ever made, and it's a gentleman's hooligan car, which is exactly what the three of us are, apart from JD. We are gentlemen hooligans. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one, where we start a brand new project.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone.
This thing on. Oh, sorry,
Bring it back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone.